A Garden Can Teach You Faith, Part 2, by Michael Israel. Root TV. Shalom. I hope that all is well. I just want to give you all some motivation. This is a portion, very, very small portion of my garden. This one is actually in my bathroom, right here. Trying to be a little discreet. This is broccoli. I know this is weird. I've been growing this for a while. It is like, you see this? Like there's new broccoli leaves going on. Now everything is pretty much edible. The stem, the leaf, the broccoli hasn't sprouted yet, but here's some of the stuff here. We got the little bamboo over here. Had to give her some light. These little sticky pads, super duper helpful. The amount of gnats or whatever, fruit flies that love the fruit. So I literally just, I want to say 3 days ago, planted this arugula from seeds. Literally 3 days ago. Okay. And I use indoor soil. You could use any type. You could go to the dollar store and get soil. Okay. This cart is from an old 8 cart, of course, that I used. But I planted indoor dirt, and I put the seeds not even a half an inch, like a fourth of an inch within. And within 3 days, these grew. Now, you'll see there's a lot of little fruit flies here, and they're kind of like flying around here. But one thing that helps with that, I used to work with this girl named Cheryl. Shouts out to Cherry at my old job. She recommended to me some tips that I can do for a farm. Her grandparents has a generational farm. They grow all types of things. And from her advice, from her grandpa, you can use what you call Charlie soap to actually spray your plant. It's a non-toxic soap. To actually spray it to help keep the fruit flies away. Okay. Also to help speed the growth. Another thing that could have helped with this is that she recommended, shout out to Cherry. Her real name is Cheryl, but I call her Cherry, like Sherry, Cherry, you know. Anyways, you can also use Epsom salt in the spray bottle to spray it. So with the Charlie soap, you put it in the spray bottle, just a little touch. You don't even, all you need is like a few drops, really. And spray bottle, shake it up, spray it. Same with the Epsom salt. You can spray it here and there to help. The Epsom salt will help speedy the growth. The Epsom salt will not get rid of the fruit flies, but it'll help speedy up the process. So okay, we got arugula, we got garden beans. Okay, I wrote the name garden beans. Let's see if we can see it. Garden bean, keeping it real. So don't worry about all this stuff. We got basil here. This is gonna be purple basil. Okay, so we got basil. Basil grows really, really, really fast once it grows. We also have over here in the back, we got strawberries. We got peppermint. We got some peppermint here. We also have, what is that? We got a little dill going on. Okay, we got a little dill. Over here, we also have some serrano peppers. Serrano peppers growing. This bad boy, I started in the fall, but it held on. They actually grow better in the summer and spring heat. And in fact, another little tidbit that I learned was that the more you water it, the milder the pepper. If you give it less water, the hotter it'll get. Interesting, right? Alright, so we got lemons we're gonna do. I got a lot of lemon seeds, and these lemons that I get, man, they have like 30 to 40 seeds in them, so they're like really good. They're like, it's amazing. It's amazing. We also have cherry tomatoes here. So this is just a recap off of the previous show, how a garden could teach you faith. When you first look at all this stuff, you're like, dang, man, you know what I mean? It kind of, you're just having that hope. You can't see it. So whatever you're going through, whatever you need, whatever you ask for, whatever you pray for, whether it be a new car, a husband, a wife, You may not see it right now, but just know that you already planted. You already did the work. You put the faith. You asked you said your prayers. You know what I mean? So let the Most High do the rest. At first, it's like this, but it's growing roots at the bottom, you know. And then once you see something, once you get that check in the mail, or once you, find out that there's a car in your price range, it's like, oh my goodness, yay! So here and there we have blessings, but then just like this, right? Here and there we have situations in life where we're not doing so well, you know. Some things have to be clipped, like where we at? Some things have to be clipped, like this. So I understand if we lose family members in life, it doesn't mean that the Lord doesn't love you or the Lord doesn't love them. It's just that, you know, they were here for a limited time. It doesn't make their life lifeless, but this could still be, you know what I mean? Just keep the faith. Keep the faith. And start a garden. Start a garden. Do it today. Do it today. Look at this. In a couple of weeks, couple of months, I'm going to have plenty of food. Plenty of food. I also got a peach seed I'm doing. But we're going to update the status in another few weeks, few months. So as soon as I see growth, we could come back. This is yours truly. Check this out. Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. And the Lord Yahweh took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. When the Lord made us, He wanted us to do these type of things. He wanted us to grow gardens and to dress it, you know, to enjoy the creations of His. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to our Heavenly Father must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. So besides growing the plants and starting your garden, in general, we just have to keep faith in the Lord. And growing a garden is just an example of how it teaches us about faith. John chapter 3:16. For Yah so loved the world, that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Believe in the Lord, confess with your mouth, and know that He is your Lord and Savior. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might, for there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. So in this world, whatever it is that you want to do that is good, whether it's art, whether it's planting, whether you like to work on cars, whether you're a cook, if you do hair, whatever it is that you want to do, if it's learning languages, whatever it is, do it. Do it. Because at the end of it all, when it's time for us to die, there's no knowledge, there's no wisdom, there is no work, there's no devices, there's no cell phone, there's no computer, there's nothing at death. So let's get it in while we're here. But there's a better place. There's a better place. If we can have faith and live for the Lord and do what's right, we're going to get to heaven. We won't have to worry about death. We'll live forever. I mean, everything will be kosher. It'll be a blessing. It'll be perfect. It's going to be perfect. John chapter 14, verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Yeshua died on a tree, and He left to go prepare a place for you. A mansion. Not a hut, not a teepee, a mansion. And you could believe if it's a mansion, it's going to be bigger than the ones that's here. But that just goes to say that when we get to heaven, that there's work. When he was here, he was a carpenter. So he's gone there to prepare a place for you. For you. But there's one thing that you have to know and you have to realize is that in the midst of your faith, there's going to be trials of your faith. A lot of them. Many different avenues. Many different avenues. As a plant, their trials are wind, rain, the dirt, worms, bugs, fruit flies, all types, ants, bees. Just like in our life, there's certain people, there's certain situations, there's certain jobs, there's Satan himself that wants to destroy us and that's trying our faith. But these fruit flies are something else. Your faith will be tried.
Leaf miners also feed on nectar from flowers and honeydew. An adult leaf miner will emerge from the pupa. Within 13 days, the female can lay up to 160 eggs.
Keep up the good faith all the way to the end. Please the Lord.